Alright, there's only 500 minutes left on this video, so... Wait, I need to get out. Okay, let's talk about vitamins. Let's summarize what we're going to talk about and then give you the latest research updates. What do we all think about vitamins? They're good for you, right? We know that low vitamins are bad for you. Vitamin deficiency, scurvy is too little vitamin C, rickets is too little vitamin D, iron deficiency anemia is too low iron, and all of these are complications and problems. Therefore, we're America. We know if a little is good, lots of B12 must be terrific, right? People have had shots or know somebody who had a shot of B12 to make you feel better. Well, I'm going to tell you about some research that says not only are high doses of vitamins not helpful, but I'm going to take a minute and try and explain to you research that says that high doses of vitamins, including B12, may be bad and dangerous for you. And then, after that, which should bother you enormously, because what does America really want? We want to be able to eat breakfast while we're driving to work, while we're shaving and putting on our makeup, answering a cell phone call. And so that would be like a Twinkie, a Diet Coke in a squirt bottle, and a multivitamin tablet because I want to be healthy, right? And I want to tell you, no, that doesn't work. And I'm disappointed because that's what I want to do too, but here's the latest scoop. Okay, I'm going to tell you a bunch of stories, a bunch of research projects. I could tell you hundreds more. I'm just going to tell you, though, a quick summary of some of these research projects. Here's an example. B vitamins. Don't you think B vitamins should be good for us? B vitamins, they sound good. B12, folate, B6 is pyridoxine, thiamine. Okay, in your bloodstream, people who have higher levels of B vitamins do better. They have fewer heart attacks and strokes and things like that. They do better when they have high levels of those vitamins. And lower levels, more heart attack, more stroke, more cancer, more death. Okay, so for example, there's a study reported in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And they said an increased consumption of folate may reduce the risk of breast cancer 44%. So they measured people's serum levels. So now doesn't that confirm that vitamins are good? Okay. Now scientists have a way of testing a theory. That sounds like vitamins are good. So they took these tests and they said, let's give people tablets of vitamins. And when they did in Norway, they gave supplemental tablets of B vitamins, and instead of decreasing the risk of breast cancer in Norway, it increased it. But didn't I just say it decreased it? B12, folate, and things like that have been shown to decrease heart attack and stroke. Same thing, high blood levels. So they took a study of patients who had diabetes and they're worried about their kidneys failing and the arteries clogging, so they gave them B12 and folate and B6, and the end of that study recently showed that the patients with diabetes who took the vitamins had worse kidney function. Okay, vitamin A. Remember vitamin A? We used to hear a lot more about it than we hear now. They found that if you ate more carrots and celery and things like that, you had more beta-carotene and vitamin A in your blood, you had less cancer. So the Veterans Administration said, you know, we have all these smokers getting lung cancer. They took 17,000 veterans, half of them got sugar pills, half got vitamin A. At the end of that study, the vitamin A tablet veterans may have had a slightly more incidence of lung cancer, and they had slightly more hip fractures. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer to this, but I'll give you a couple more quick examples. Studies of men show more selenium and vitamin E in your blood, less prostate cancer. See? All the men suddenly wake up in here, right? The breast cancer, they were sleeping, now they're awake. Okay, so they took 800 people, gave them selenium and vitamin E, and at the end of that study, published on the front page of the USA Today last year, no advantage to the selenium and vitamin E. So how can we make sense of this? I could, as I say, refer to dozens, maybe even hundreds of other studies. In your blood or in your diet, hint, 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 in your blood or in your diet, vitamins have remarkable protective effects. As a tablet, as a supplemental tablet, not only doesn't it help, but in some cases it might actually harm you. What this might be explained by is, what if the effect is not the vitamin, but that's a red flag? It's the fin of a shark, it's not the shark. The tablet of folate isn't the same as eating fresh, green, healthy vegetables filled with all the other things. And the folate in your blood of all these other patients who did well means that they had to get their folate through eating healthy food. And healthy food is the protective feature of all this, not the vitamin. Again, I could do 100 more studies. I could take hours more, but here's the bottom line. Everybody wants to take a vitamin plus a junky diet. What is my patient's favorite choice as they drive through McDonald's?
Diet Coke.
Right. I'll have a Big Mac, extra large fries, and I'm watching my weight. I'll have a Diet Coke. Right. And I had a vitamin this morning, so I'm okay. What this data, and there are lots more articles to show this, no, eat a healthy diet. Now that's boring. If I started off with that, I would have lost you, I think, at the beginning. But eat a healthy diet is the conclusion of millions in dollars in research. And you can't make up for it by eating a Twinkie or eating junk food and adding a multivitamin. Okay, so that's the latest hot research on that.